there. Welcome to my witchy world. I'm glad you're joining me today because I'm going to show you around in my little garden in my backyard. I have my container garden. It's one of the things that I love to do. And I know it's not that wild, crazy adventure. I'm going to have another one of those coming up at the end of the week. But for right now, this is my little backyard adventure. So join me as I show you around my garden. We have lots of sunshine today, but the temps aren't going to be as bad. We're only going to be in the 80s today. So I'm very happy about the weather, a little bit of a change for us. But just showing you around the garden a little bit. My big old Dartura that started out as a little tiny twig, but it has grown. It has such a large system now with all these branches, and it gives me these gorgeous pink flowers. And they open up later in the evening, so it's more of a night blooming plant, and it's just beautiful. But just show you how well some of my things are doing. We have my jasmine. I have 2 pots of jasmine, and they are kind of growing crazy. They probably need bigger pots. But I have some lavender and lots of basil. I think they're going to start calling me the basil lady. I have so many different plants of Thai and sweet basil. Got all these starts back here for anybody. Oop, and there's our little friendly lizard. There he goes. I just got a sage plant and another lavender. I transplanted some more basil from little pots into big pots. I have lemon balm and bee balm and some more Thai basil. We have some oregano. I have a pot of thyme here. The newest green stuff there is something I just planted. My other thyme just wasn't doing so great. I think it's our humidity here. This is my aloe plant. He is so big, or she is. She gives me lots of baby plants. More basil. Now this is an interesting little guy. One of the children next door, while I was out planting a few months ago, threw a succulent at me. So I planted it. I'm thinking, well, thank you. It was a gift. I will plant this. And so this is what I ended up with. It was just a stick, and the next thing I know, it's got some little blooms on it. So we have that as well. I'm very happy about that. I did get some Greek oregano. I just planted that. I have some cilantro and some mint in that pot. It's not looking so hot. Probably need to trim him up a bit. I've been working on this, trying to regrow lettuce, romaine. It was a tip I saw on a video that you could regrow your romaine. And it is working a little bit, but it's so hot here and humid that they get to a certain point and then they start to wither. So that's been going on too. But I'm going to continue to try some of the other little tips and tricks that I see in videos. Who knows, maybe I can plant a whole garden like that. I have these wonderful little basils. I planted this, if you can see in the pot. This is holy basil. And holy basil is also known as Tulsi. And it makes a great tea. So it's one of my tea plants. And I am going to add a video on these that I just planted yesterday. It's going to be a clip in here on how to plant these seeds. I'm using some new biodegradable type of little bags for seed starting. And I recycled a plastic cake container to use, and I poked holes in it to make a little miniature greenhouse to start the seeds. I'm going to see if that works. But just wanted to show you around. Oop, we have a bee. Hello. Hello, little bee. But as you can see, I love my wind chimes. This one of my favorites. I got this guy, the little turtles, when I went to St. Croix. I just love him. The little glistening sea turtles. Sea turtles are some of my favorites, guys. All right. And of course, I have to show you my mango. I just replanted him into a huge pot. This is a 20-inch diameter pot, and it is just growing so much. There's so much growth on it, and now I've given it twice the area of growing space, so I'm thinking it's really going to take off. But here are some of my little aloe plants that I have taken from the big one. Those are little babies. Another pot of it there. So it's been really producing a lot, and a couple little mint starts, but lots of plants that I have started. And over here I've got some mints, chocolate mint, spearmint, peppermint. I am trying to grow some chives in here, and my cats that live outside like to lay in the pot. So the trick is to put toothpicks in it, and they haven't been laying in it since, because that would hurt. But lots of rosemary. I love my rosemary plants. Got some babies going here. And the other thing I have is this right here. This, I am not sure what it is. I was given a start. It is growing like crazy, but I think I want to move it into the ground somewhere here. Now the other thing, and most of my friends here know, I live with sandbags around my house. There's a reason for that. This house floods every time it rains, but my landlord this morning gave me some fantastic news. The house is finally going to be raised. FEMA is going to pay for this house to be raised, and I am so grateful. So there you have it. That's my garden and what's going on out here. I'm going to have to move all of my things over to this side yard area so that when the construction guys get here, they won't damage anything and they won't be in the way. But yeah, lots of stuff going on. I'll bring you over here, show you my banana tree. I've harvested a lot of bananas this year. We got probably about 50 pounds off of this tree. He's a big tree. But we have some right here. They'll probably be ripe sometime maybe in November, I'm thinking, before it frosts. Maybe December. They take quite a while to grow, but man, do they taste fantastic. Nothing like some organic homegrown bananas. Great for smoothies, great for fresh eating. My poor Datura, the blooms come out at night and they wilt in the daytime. But here's some on the little one. He's coming out. That's pretty cool. They're going to be popping tonight. But Daturas are really interesting plants. Literally, I took a little branch from my friend. She gave me a start of it, and I stuck it in the ground. And this thing grew, and it's huge. So I have lots of them over there. And I showed you the first one over here. Excuse all the mess. I have a lot of the landlord's stuff over here too. All of this is going to be cleaned up and changed, but that's the mother plant that I first started with, just sticking a stick in the ground. And now I've got all those others that every time I trim it, I just stick whatever I trim in the ground and they grow. It's great. But that's what I wanted to show you today, guys. And I'm now going to show you the next part of this video will be me planting the seeds. So enjoy. Hey guys, Willow here. I'm doing a little project today in my garden. I am planting some seeds, and I came up with a little creative idea. I kind of blew my diet the other day, and I had bought a cake. And so I have this plastic cake container that I am going to use as a miniature greenhouse. So I have purchased these little bags, and they're really tiny, and I was trying to figure out how they were going to stand up. So I have some of these little seed starter plastic containers that I've had that were used, and I'm going to be putting those in there. And I just wanted to show that to you. I'm going to be planting some Persian basil. I'm going to plant catnip, and then I have 4 different mints. I have pineapple, orange, chocolate, and apple mint. So I'm going to get those started here in this little makeshift greenhouse. And I just wanted to show that to you today. I'll show you step by step as I'm doing it. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I got all of these little bags filled with dirt. And it's not as easy to fill these little bags as I thought it might be. That's the one reason I put them in the little plastic holders. So I did fill them up with some potting. Well, it's for planting seedlings. I got some of that soil, but I mixed it with some other potting soil. The reason being is I don't really like the seed starting mix. I feel it's too lightweight. So I went ahead and mixed it with some other potting soil to give it a little bit more heaviness. I'm going to go ahead and get some of these seeds started, but I've gone ahead and moistened it as well. So I'm ready to go ahead and plant the seed. So here you have it, guys. I'm covered in dirt, as you can see. Hands are filthy. But I've gotten the seeds planted. Now, the mint seeds that I planted came from Nature's Potions seeds on Etsy. And the basil, the Persian basil, and the catnip, that came from Baker's Creek. So we're going to see how these germinate. If anything comes up, I'm hoping they do. The first time I'm using these biodegradable little cloth bags. They're supposed to be really good because you can just put them right down in the dirt. You don't have to take them out. So it doesn't disturb the roots, and the roots just grow right through the bags. So the other thing I point out here is that I did make little signs for each one of the plants that I planted so I don't get them confused or mixed up. I got those little tags for my garden. I got that at the Dollar Tree. You can get 10 for like $1. I'm sure you can order a lot more on Amazon. But I went ahead and I did the planting. Catnip is just a surface sow, so you don't cover that with any dirt. The Persian basil is only like an 1/8 inch, and so is the 4 mints that I got. They're all just like an 1/8 of an inch of soil on the top. Then I just took my trusty little spray bottle and sprayed the top. I'd already dampened the soil, so then I just sprayed it with just clear water so that they're moist. And now I'm going to put the lid on it and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me today, guys, on my witchy little backyard adventure. I hope you stay tuned and keep on watching my videos. There's another adventure coming up later this week that I'll be uploading. And until next time, make sure that you're subscribing to my channel, that you hit the like button, hit your little bell for notifications so you'll know the next time that I put another video up. And don't forget to share them with your friends. I'm really looking forward to all the adventures that I can share with you. And until next time, hope you have your own witchy little adventures.